Hi everyone. I'm Steve Main here with Jesse Townsend. Jesse is a personal trainer at Parkway Athletic Club in Reno, Nevada. As you know, if you've been watching us, you can check them out online. You can go down to the club, talk to Jesse if you have questions, or just leave questions that you may have on any of our videos in the comment section. If you want to reach out to me, you can get me at stevemain.com. So, welcome, Jesse.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Steve. Good to be back.
So let's talk about interval cardio and burning body fat. Um, what do you mean by interval cardio, and how would it burn body fat?
Yeah, so interval cardio, is another method like we're talking about where you can burn a good amount of body fat in technically shorter periods of time as well. So what it is, it's where you're going to go ahead and take and increase your heart rate, whatever cardio activity you're doing. You're trying to increase your heart rate to about 85, 90% of your max output. You want to do that to start probably only about 30 seconds at a time. Depending on fitness levels, that can vary, but about 30 seconds at a time. And then you want to go ahead and after that, kind of take your heart rate back down. So a good example would be if you were using a treadmill and you were, in, let's call it close to a sprint at that 85, 90% of your max output for your heart rate, to be at. 30 seconds of doing that, and then you're going to go ahead and reduce that speed, come back down to a walk, and then in that walk pace, you want to get your heart rate back down between about 65, 70% of your max output, and then you would do that for about 2 minutes is pretty typical for an interval program, and that can go to all different cardio, right? So that could be the difference of you could be doing jump rope to increase your heart rate, you could be doing jumping jacks to increase your heart rate, but again, you want to time it for about 30 seconds at a clip, and then get it back down for 2 minutes, and then repeat the process.
And people really got to understand that we get so many comments and questions on you're not burning body fat. Oh, you're just burning calories. Oh, well, calories are calories. Calories are a measurement of energy. And so when you burn calories, you're burning energy. And energy comes in multiple forms in and on your body. Glycogen in the form of in your muscle cells and liver and other places, and then body fat. So I think it's a great form of exercise because you're burning calories and you're making your body work more efficiently. When you drop your heart rate back down, you're in an anaerobic state. You're burning mostly body fat. And we've talked about this. You're never burning only carbs and only fat. Never. It's always a combination of the two. So when you drop your heart rate down, you're burning mostly body fat. When you bring that up to 85, 90%, you're burning mostly glycogen and your body's building up lactic acid. So, can you talk a little bit about burning energy as opposed, is it beneficial to do both, or is it beneficial only to exercise where you're burning mostly fat for energy, or where you're burning mostly glycogen, like doing a sprint? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so it really depends on the person, with that answer, right? So it depends on what goals are. If I have a person who is an active athlete, they're competitive in triathlons, or they're competitive in any of these kind of longer distance events where they have to be able to sustain energy levels and sustain, high cardio output for long periods at a time, then of course for them, somebody like that would be the case where they can't give up doing that long distance cardio. Still important for them to be able to train for what it is that they're trying to accomplish and be best at for their program, right? But your everyday person, and I would say this, what I'm about to say hits when I say every day. It's the average of probably about 95% of people that come into health clubs or just want to, in general, be, healthy at home or reach an exercise, level that they can be comfortable and happier with what they're doing with their lives, right? On an exercise platform. So these people, everybody underneath that blanket, would be better off, just doing an interval style of cardio, if they can, right? So it's just going to get them, again, to burn more calories quicker. They're going to isolate fat burning in a better way when they're doing this interval session. Again, because kind of that idea there, kind of like you were saying, Steve, with energy. So if you go with long distance cardio sessions or long timed cardio sessions at, let's say, a moderate level, that's even, jogging, walking. Once most people hit, definitely over that half-hour mark, if they're not in that good a shape and they continue to do that distance, especially regarding their nutrition program, how they're resting, how their sleep habits are. There's a few things that come into factor here. But the point is they're more likely to burn some muscle as energy, along with burning, like we're talking about, glycogen and fat storage, right? So again, you utilize these training sessions of the interval type for cardio because you're going to do less time, and with less time, getting that heart rate up and burning calories at a more efficient pace, and then letting it settle back down to that range that is comfortable, you're not going to risk burning muscle mass. And I mean, that's the key to every program. If you're not looking to, in an exercise program, add muscle, again, at different levels, not everybody needs to be buff, or, not everybody wants super strength. But if we're not looking to add muscle efficiently in our exercise program, muscle is an active tissue, as we know. It's going to burn, more fat and calories at rest, even in a day, right? So even when you're doing nothing, if you're not looking to add that muscle mass at a good amount of muscle per month or year, depending on your goals, then you're not really working on your program in full when it comes to exercise. That cardio component needs to couple with that muscle gain component.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows out there, we're talking some extremes here. It's almost impossible to burn muscle mass while doing any type of cardio. And if you are, you're messed up, and your diet is even more messed up. But I get what you're saying about, your goals. If your goals are to gain lean tissue, you want to use your energy specifically with that in mind. So it's a great topic. And the great thing about the intervals that you're talking about is you can get benefit, don't you think? 10, 15 minutes, you can get a benefit from this.
Yeah, main thing in this, and if this doesn't strike people or hit them in a way, that makes sense on a common sense level, everything you do in an exercise program, even if you're at a retired state in your life and you can have the time to put into it, you need to try to be efficient with the time that you measure or use for an exercise program. Everybody needs to have that at top of a list of how they're going to do their exercise program. Efficiency, the time you spend in it, and again, equaling that efficient rate of fat burning and muscle building, or whatever it is we're all trying to work on. Yeah, definitely shorter times in this game is key to keeping people active, keeping them healthy. If you tell somebody, hey, you got to work out and you've got to do 4 hours of cardio a day, and that's going to get you your goal. That's going to help you burn the fat that you need to burn. If you put that in front of most people, again, considering that most have been, inactive or sedentary lifestyles, not all, but most, realistically, probably not going to work out that well. So yeah, finding ways to cut out time in workout programs is useful in all measures of how you're considering if you're doing a healthy program for yourself or not. That should be at the top of the list of one of the things that you put as key there.
Yeah, and all good points, Jesse. And 4 hours of cardio is probably not going to be beneficial to anybody. Maybe if you're trying to break a marathon record or something, but it's probably not going to be beneficial. So, great points, Jesse. Thanks for being with us. Jesse's at Parkway Athletic Club in Reno, Nevada. Thank you, Jesse.
Thanks, Steve.